not given an approval for a specific population that would have been captured by that.
And I'm a little bit short, but y'all can see me peering over this big podium. I am honored and privileged to open this award ceremony for our PA program. Not only is this one of the largest programs in the School of Allied Health Professions, it is the most difficult program to achieve admission into. So not only were you very competitive to get in, but to finish is amazing. So. Graduation is always bittersweet for us. It's wonderful for you because you're done, but we love all of our students. Just when we start liking you, you're done and you graduate. But the bittersweet part is that you're now ready to launch, and we will miss you terribly. And I understand from one of your faculty members that I just met on the way over here, she said, I really hate that this group is graduating because they're amazing, and they will miss you. COVID-19 has given us even more reason to celebrate you. We are more impressed by you and your accomplishments because of your tenacity and resilience to get it done during a pandemic. So, congratulations. I would be remiss if I did not say a few words about your faculty. They took a very hands-on professional curriculum and over a weekend shifted it to distance-based, web-based platforms during your first year. So not only was it challenging for you, it was an incredible feat for your faculty to make this happen, while they kept you on track to graduate and succeed when you were expected to. The school and I are forever indebted to their flexibility, their perseverance, and relentless commitment to you and your successes. So if the PA faculty would stand up and turn around and wave. I know the faculty, the parents. Parents and spouses and loved ones have heard about each of these individual faculty members at one point or another in those dinner conversations. But your entire team, your entire faculty is to be commended for what you've invested into the future of medicine, quite frankly, in our state and our community. I have every confidence in you as you go out into the healthcare industry. That everything that this faculty has downloaded, the necessary tools for you to succeed in what is an unprecedented time in our lives and in healthcare, but you will have to be tenacious proponents of these tools in order to persevere and thrive during this sea change for all of healthcare. And I'm not just talking about the technical skills, I'm talking about the soft skills, those interpersonal skills that Dr. Farrington was so key on, the ethics, making the right decision at the right time for the right patient, so critical to who you are as a team member in healthcare. The PA profession is well positioned to make a difference, whether on the front lines, addressing the acute and critical care needs of these patients that are overflowing our ICUs and our emergency departments right now, or in community centers, keeping people home and out of exposure by managing their chronic conditions within the community. PAs practice across the gamut and continuum of healthcare. Congratulations on succeeding in the most competitive admissions process. For those of you who aren't aware, most of you are because you loved your PA student through that process. But we have over 600 qualified candidates every year for 40 seats. And it is incredibly difficult and a grueling process, but even more grueling curriculum once they get here. So your opportunities, having successfully completed this curriculum, are limitless and for a very long time. You have a long opportunity ahead of you. So I have one piece of advice, and it's simple, and that's to stay true to your dreams. You came into this profession and this school full of dreams, and now you're on the doorstep of achieving one of the big ones. Entrepreneur and life coach and motivational speaker Jim Rohn once said, "If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much." So whatever your dreams are at this threshold of potential in your life, my advice is to immediately begin to pursue those dreams with all that you have, so they will eventually come true. Don't let others rain on your parade, and please resist the temptation to conform to conventional wisdom. For as Albert Einstein said, great spirits have always encountered opposition from mediocre minds. Perhaps that dream that you just thought about when I said you had a dream, that dream that you're almost afraid to give voice to because you're afraid someone might counter it, perhaps that dream was deposited in your spirit because you're the only human being on the planet who can pull it off. In the words of Steve Jobs, one person who did change the world by pursuing his dreams, stay hungry and stay foolish, and I would add, stay true to your dreams. Because failure is never permanent unless you quit trying. Every attempt is a learning opportunity to achieve and pursue what's ahead of you. And finally, please keep in touch with us. We want to be your academic home forever, and that means as an active alum, that means as a clinical preceptor, there's plenty of opportunities there, and a forever friend of LSU Health School of Allied Health Professions. We look forward to celebrating your professional achievements and career successes with you, because you are family at this point to us, and we are so proud. Tomorrow is a celebration. So for every parent, sibling, grandparent, loved one, significant other, when your PA walks across the stage tomorrow, make a joyful noise, because we want to have some fun tomorrow. And I'm so thrilled that we get to do this together. So congratulations from me, and stay in touch.
Good afternoon, everybody. So these guys know me better than they ever wanted to, but I'll introduce myself to everyone else. I'm Emily Evans. I'm the Associate Program Director and the token pharmacist for the program. And I'm filling in for Dr. Bigler today because she's still out recovering from surgery. And I just want to say to you guys, I'm so happy to see everybody here in person. That makes me super happy. Hi to everybody who's attending virtually. I know you're all so proud of these students, right? They're ending one journey, they're starting their next, and they're entering the world of healthcare in a time that, frankly, it's really a crazy time to be a healthcare provider. And they're going to do it anyway, which is so impressive. I couldn't be more proud of you guys. You faced unprecedented challenges with grace and humility and flexibility. And as a faculty, we're so grateful to you guys for just being who you are. I personally am grateful to you guys because you helped me get through one of my hardest years ever. And so I love you guys, and I always will for that. So like I said to the dean recently, I firmly believe that the biggest accomplishment of all is the amount of positive energy somebody gives back to the universe. And y'all, this is an entire class of givers. They are giving back to the universe, and that makes them really special. So you're all amazing, your futures are so bright, and your patients are going to be so blessed to have you as their providers. Thank you, guys. But Dr. Bigler sent some words too. So she said, and by the way, I asked her, did she want to make a video? And she's like, I'm still post-op and I haven't put on makeup, or combed my hair in quite some time. And so she opted out of the video. If she's watching right now, sorry, Dr. Bigler, that I shared that. But she says, congratulations to the PA class of 2021. My sincere congratulations for making it here today. In addition to the usual difficulties of PA school, you've endured the pandemic and various natural disasters. I forgot about those. You supported the faculty as we got a crash course in teaching online while you were also learning online. You believed in us when we said we would get you to graduation while ensuring that you met our highest standards and competencies, and here you are. Dr. Bigler says, I can assure everyone here that the class of 2021 did not get a free pass due to COVID. They are all highly qualified clinicians, and I would be happy to have any of them take care of me, my family, or my patients. So a sincere thanks to the faculty members who've made this possible and to the family and friends and loved ones of our students who've taken care of them along the way. The celebration is also for you guys. And so graduates, we look forward to hearing about your adventures as you continue your journey as a PAC. Please stay in touch and welcome to the profession. So now if you guys would welcome Haley Hoffer, sorry Haley, who is the class of 2021 secretary. She's gonna lead us in an invocation.
Please join me for a moment of reflection and gratitude. Dear Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to be united together to celebrate our accomplishments. We thank you for allowing safe travels for our family and friends to be with us today. You have blessed us with an amazing and supportive faculty and staff who have made this journey possible. You have also graced us with classmates who have become family and memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you for providing patients who are enthusiastic volunteers in order to further our education. As we enter into our professional careers, watch over us as we use the knowledge and experience we have gained to provide quality care to our future patients. As we transition from students to physician assistants, bless our hands to give quality care, our hearts to show compassion, and our minds to always continue learning. Amen. And now, please help me in welcoming to the stage our class president, Ms. Bailey Anders.
Get my mask off to do my face ID because I'm reading off my phone. Okay, they really should fix that where they can recognize you with your mask. Okay. Hello, everyone. As Haley said, my name is Bailey Anders, and I'm a proud member of this graduating class of 2021. I want to thank our faculty members for all the hard work and long hours that they have dedicated to our class to help us reach this point in our education and now our careers. I would especially like to recognize their efforts during this pandemic to make sure that we all graduated on time while still having a top-tier medical education. Thank you all again. To my fellow classmates, thank you for letting me represent our class. It is an honor to give a speech on behalf of such a great group of people and future healthcare providers. It would be simple to say that all of our journeys into the medical field started a mere 26 months ago, but that wouldn't quite be the truth. All of the people sitting in this room and others here with us in spirit granted us experiences and interactions that influenced all of our career paths. None of us would have made it to where we are without the support of everyone in this room, and on behalf of all of us, I thank you all. Whether you're family, friends, or anything in between, if you're special enough to any one of the graduates to be here or watch this ceremony today, you're a part of the village that it takes to make it through PA school in one piece. Speaking from experience, I'm sure at some point in this journey, you all sacrificed something for your graduate to be here, and those sacrifices are just as invaluable as the sacrifices that we all made to be here as well. For those of you who did not just go through undoubtedly the most arduous 26 months of your lives, just know PA school is no joke. From day one, you were thrown into the fire. It's sink or swim, and we all tied ourselves together and started kicking to keep our heads above the water. I'm sure for many of us, there are times when we thought, is this really all worth it? And I think sitting here today, we can confidently say that it was, hindsight and all. I think the majority of my classmates would agree that the struggles and the perseverance that we have shown have molded us into healthcare providers that will continue to persevere in an ever-changing field. We demonstrated this and continue to demonstrate this to this day in regards to our adaptability in this pandemic. When this pandemic started, we were all unsure of when we would all even be allowed in the same room or in a room with a patient, as we had struggled through didactic for the opportunity to do. Our patience and performance in these unprecedented times has set the precedent for our successful careers. To all of my classmates, congratulations. We have earned this great celebration today. Cherish this day surrounded by all those who love you and all of your classmates and now lifelong friends who helped you get where you are. After tomorrow, many of us will go separate ways and start our careers, but we will always be connected as a class of 2021. Never take for granted the wonderful opportunity we have earned to touch the lives of the communities we are a part of in a special way that not many people get the opportunity to do. We were made to be leaders in our fields and in our communities, and I know all of us will do just that. I wish all of you the very best in your future careers and lives. I hope we are all able to look back on perhaps one of the most difficult times of our lives with fondness, as it granted us the opportunity to participate in one of the best careers and great peers to share that career with. As always, go Tigers and forever LSU. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Sarah Jolly, one of our class valedictorians.
Thank you, Bailey. Our class is so appreciative of you for leading us through this journey. Like Bailey said, my name's Sarah Jolly, and it's an honor and privilege to be standing up here today as one of those representing the PA class of 2021 as one of the 3 valedictorians. Nothing prepares you for the intensity of PA school, especially PA school during a pandemic and an ice storm and multiple hurricanes, and the list could go on. Flexible might as well be our middle name. But these classmates have proven resilient, determined, and strong. I'm humbled and grateful to have walked through the last 27 months with these people. We've shared many moments of laughter, joy, tears, and stress. But standing here today, I can truly say it was worth it all. Every demand, worry, sacrifice, and sleepless night. You're looking at some of the brightest soon-to-be PAs. They are driven, intelligent, compassionate, competent, and committed to providing the highest quality medical care. We all deserve a pat on the back and a big celebration because we made it. Tomorrow is a long-awaited day. We strived, we persevered, and we overcame. We did it. This weekend, we celebrate our triumphs, achievements, and victories, both individually and as a class. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all these classmates, some of whom have become dear friends and roommates. I owe it all to them, the incredible PA faculty who fought for us, and each of you sitting in the crowd today or tuning in on live stream. You've played a tremendous role in our journey, and we are so excited to share this monumental day with you. So to LSU Health, our friends and family, our faculty, and the whole Army who stood behind us to support us during one of the most difficult and trying seasons of our lives, here's to you. We appreciate you more than you know, and we're forever indebted to you. And to PA class of 2021, here's to us. Tomorrow marks the end of one chapter and the start of a new, exciting journey as physician assistants. I'm so incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and I'm so excited to see the amazing PAs that you will become. As we begin our next chapter, may we never forget the sense of family that helped us get to this moment, and our commitment to the PA profession and our patients. May we always remember our why, and remember that as lifelong learners, it is always our responsibility to learn. Next up, I'd like to introduce Naomi Peters, our second valedictorian. I was lucky enough to live with her for the first 1.5 years of PA school and share a love for all things cardiology. Naomi has been my #1 study buddy throughout PA school, and I can confidently say that I would not be standing up here today if it wasn't for her. I'll be the one in the heart surgeries, but she'll be the one keeping the heart beating after. Let's give a round of applause for Oshner Slidell's newest cardiology PA, Naomi Peters.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Sarah said, my name is Naomi Peters, and I feel very blessed and a bit nervous to be standing here in front of all of you this afternoon. I can say without a doubt that physician assistant school has taught me more about life than it has about medicine, although it has taught me quite a lot about medicine too. But I want to start off by thanking our family and friends, especially the ones that I have here today, because without their support, I would not be able to be standing up here on this stage. They have been nothing but understanding and encouraging the past several years. Despite how long it took me to respond to a text or a call, how many life events I had to miss because of all the sacrifices PA school required, or how many times they had to repeat conversations we had just had days prior, because while they were talking to me, I had things like going, drop, now I've got a winky back, on loop in my head instead. I am sure that each of you sitting here are also very relieved that we are finally graduating PA school, and it is now indeed over. To the faculty and staff that have not given up on us the past 27 months, thank you. Thank you for your perseverance throughout a pandemic, mind you, to get all 37 of us walking across the stage tomorrow. Thank you for answering our questions, grading every assignment, despite how long it took to grade SPs sometimes, and being an ear to listen to us vent in your offices. We are grateful for the opportunities allowed to us the past 2+ years, and are even more grateful that our future coworkers are learning from each of you. I am not good at being creative with my words, so classmates, I'm going to take a page out of Miss Fort's book. I want each of you to try to remember how you answered the question either on CASPA, PA school interviews, or on those flimsy note cards that she passed out to us when she could tell we were struggling. Why do you want to become a physician assistant? I would assume that most of you are probably thinking about things like, because I want to help people, because I love medicine, because I've been inspired by XYZ event in my life or the life of a loved one. I doubt that any of you are thinking things like, because the system is broken and I want to fix it, because I want to solve a pandemic, or because I want to make the big bucks. A wise person once said, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Call it basic if you want, but when you think about it, this can be applied to entering the world of healthcare. If we focus on the things we can change, we can ensure that we can give the most competent and compassionate care to the patients we will encounter daily. We can be a supportive and invested coworker day in and day out, all while coming home to our friends and families every evening with a huge heart, because we have seen life being brought into this world and life being taken out of this world, and we know not to take it for granted. On the other hand, if we are slow to accept the things we really cannot change, we will burn out quickly, and we will show up to work begrudgingly each day and return home to our families unfilled and bitter. We cannot single-handedly change the broken health care system. We ultimately do not control the way we are compensated, and we most certainly do not dictate to the CDC how to handle a pandemic. I am confident that if each of us remember our whys, we will have the wisdom to know the difference. It is only by focusing on the small things with great effort and enthusiasm that we will be able to piece back together the big things that are broken. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, one of my fellow valedictorians and cardiology nerds, Aaron Piku, would like to share a few words.
Thank you, Naomi. I know it's been said multiple times already, but I can speak for both myself and my classmates when I say that we could not have made it here today without the support of our family and friends. So I wanted to start off by saying thank you again to everyone for being here. And congratulations to the class of 2021. It's been quite the journey, but we finally made it. For all the late night studying, years of hard work and dedication, laughter, and even some crying, it's all led us to this moment. It's still surreal to think that we are graduating tomorrow. Most days were long and challenging, but looking back on it all, we were still able to squeeze in a little bit of fun now and then. PA school has given me memories that I will cherish forever, as well as lifelong friendships. It's been such a joy getting to know all of you, and I know each of you will do great things and impact the lives of countless patients. Lastly, thank you to all of our wonderful faculty who always encouraged us to persevere and went above and beyond to make sure that we received the best education possible. Thank you again, and congratulations.
So can y'all believe we had 3 people graduate with a 4.0 from PA school? So that makes choosing the one person who gets the Academic Excellence Award really hard. All 3 of the ladies you just heard are amazing students and also amazing humans, and again, I'm blessed to know them. But in the end, though, we could only select one person. So we chose the valedictorian, who was always giving back. This person volunteered her time in the COVID call center last summer when she could have been sitting around waiting for rotations to start. Not that a lot of you guys might not have done that. I didn't mean to imply that. She never hesitated to step up when the faculty were like, hey, I need some student help with X. And she's like, all right, me. And she served her class as the AAPA House of Delegates representative. She has such a joy for learning. She's the embodiment of a lifelong learner. In fact, she mentioned that in her speech. And so she's just an excellent representative of the PA program, the PA profession. And I am glad to know Miss Sarah Jolly. And now Mandy Porter will come up and give our next 2 awards.
So as Dr. Evans says, my name is Mandy Porter, and I joined the faculty less than a year ago, so I have the unfortunate pleasure of not knowing you guys but for a few short months. But it has truly been an honor, and I look forward to continuing to get to know you as colleagues. The first award that I'm going to present is the Clinical Excellence Award. The faculty always has a tough time deciding on who should get this award. It's always given to a student who truly excels during clinical year and grows as a clinician. We especially look at evaluations that preceptors give of these students every rotation. Many different preceptors commented about this particular student. Some of their comments include, worked really well with the team and were a great help. Everyone was impressed by their professionalism. Exceptional work. I was consistently impressed with their knowledge. Exceptional student, dedicated to learning. They have a wonderful bedside manner and was truly an asset to our clinic. Honestly, I just stopped writing the comments down because we have a time limit, and I was afraid that this would get a little bit too long. It's an amazing feat to impress this many preceptors from different specialties who have different expectations. The person we selected is an exceptional student, intelligent, and will make an excellent clinician. It is my honor to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Kaylee Robertson. And now to the Compassionate Caregiver Award. The late Valgene Valgoria was program director when the first graduating class of physician assistant students walked across the stage to receive their diplomas in 1996. Mr. Valgoria came to LSU from Nebraska, and prior to leaving his home state, he lost his teenage son, Joseph, to leukemia. During their son's battle with leukemia, the Valgora family was deeply touched by the hospital personnel that treated and cared for Joseph on a daily basis. Joseph and his family were particularly impressed with the selfless attitude of his caregivers and the compassion shown towards him as he worked through the emotional, physical, psychological, and spiritual pain of his disease. In memory of his son, Mr. Valgora presented a graduate of the class of 1996 with the Joseph K. Valgora Compassionate Caregiver Award. We continue to give this award for several reasons. In honor of Joseph and now Val Valgoria, to motivate other students and graduates to ascend to a higher plane of healthcare provision, to challenge every graduate to look beyond the mechanics of disease and break down the barrier that exists between patient and provider, and finally, to challenge all healthcare providers to reach out to a patient in need so they can see the human side of medicine, which is often overlooked. Therefore, this award is given to the student who, during the course of their clinical education, exemplifies compassion. After all, compassion for the sick is the first true step towards treatment and healing. There are many graduates tonight who are deserving of this award. Compassion is something that's even harder to achieve when you yourself are going through a difficult time, as we all have been this many months. I have the honor to present this award to not one, but two students, which speaks to your class as a whole on your compassion. For the first recipient, some of the comments from their clinical preceptor are initiative and strong work ethic, self-awareness necessary to empathize and reinforce compliance, as well as reassuring patients. They got to know all of their patients and were very empathetic with them. Were able to pick up on subtle cues of the patient. It is my honor to announce the first recipient of the Joseph K. Valgora Compassion Caregiver Award, Mr. Anthony Huynh. Some of the comments of the second student to receive this award from their preceptors were very hardworking and motivated, very compassionate with patients, demonstrated compassion with each patient. Many said they would miss this student and they were a great member to the team and an asset to the clinic. It's my honor to announce that the second recipient of the Joseph K. Valgora Compassionate Award, Ms. Grayson Gorman. And now I welcome Miss Ashley Ford.
So as previously said, my name is Ashley Ford, and I'm the academic coordinator for the program. And today, I am going to be giving out first the Dustin Carter Memorial Perseverance Award. So each year, I have the privilege of giving this award. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Dustin, he was a former alumnus of the program who persevered to complete PA school and went on to serve as a wonderful PA and caring preceptor. This award is special to me because Dustin was my classmate. Throughout the 27 months of schooling, I watched as he battled not only everyday struggles that come with being a PA student, but also with numerous health challenges that came from previously having lung cancer and having one of his lungs removed. Every year, every month, every day was a struggle. But that didn't stop Dustin. He never let his health deter him from his main goal of becoming a PA. Even when his lung cancer returned shortly after graduation, this did not stop him from serving his community and precepting students. And so although Dustin succumbed to his illness at the young age of 35, it was not without leaving behind a legacy of strength, courage, and more importantly, perseverance. In your graduating class, there's also a student who, like Dustin, has gone through many personal hardships. Yet those hardships have proven to be just that, hardships, not roadblocks. During her rotations, this student has had to deal with multiple illnesses in her family. And while caring for them as best as she could, the student has kept up with her school responsibilities, remained a positive force, and never let her patient care during her rotations suffer. She indeed persevered. And because of that, she is here as part of your graduating class. She is Shireen Richard. Okay, so we're not done yet. All right, so we as faculty would be remiss to ignore the fact that you guys, the class of 2021, have had your struggles. I mean, COVID, okay? So as I wrote this speech, I thought back to the spring of last year in the pulmonary lecture that Dr. Bigler gave you guys, which we now take as a moment of laughter. Because if you will remember, she told you that COVID wasn't going to be a huge deal and that things would get back to normal, and we kind of know how that turned out, right? All right. I also thought back to other points in the time of the spring semester, you know, like Friday, March 13th, 2020, when you guys had just finished a clinic day, and then we told you to go home, and we were going to start doing the rest of the spring semester online. Wow, what a day that was, okay? And then the next week, as we tried to figure out how in the world we would take a program that was meant to be in person and make it work online. You guys were there. You stuck by us as we did that. You allowed us to experiment to see what worked best. You were flexible, you were resilient, and then you made it out of didactic year, okay? And then the disappointment hit. So you're not going to be starting rotations in June like previous cohorts did. And then the worry kicked in. Were you still going to graduate on time? Were you going to be able to finish the program? And despite those challenges, you guys remained positive. You allowed us to figure out the logistics, and you trusted that we had your best interests. And finally, you started rotations. And sometimes they weren't the same experience that you probably would have gotten had you been on those rotations pre-COVID. Sometimes you worked and you worked and you worked, and yet you were still sitting here with us. And sometimes maybe with a deeper understanding of what healthcare members are saying now when they say that they're tired, okay? You guys get that. And so, yeah, COVID, okay? COVID has changed your PA school experience, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. Regardless, it happened, and you guys endured it. And as a class, you took the challenges for what they were and made the best of it. You chose to not to let the circumstances prevent you from being determined to get to this point, to reach your goal. And so, as faculty, we are all so proud of you for continuing to persevere throughout it all. We just say, continue to fight for who you are and the profession that you have chosen. And so everyone, please give this amazing class of 2021 an applause for pushing through and for persevering, because they truly do deserve also the Perseverance Award. And so we do have an award for you guys also. That will be hung up. COVID Class 2.0. didn't see that one coming, did you? All right, and one more. So now we're going to switch to professionalism, okay? My favorite. All right, so when you ask someone, when you say someone is very professional, what comes to mind? What do you think about? Is it someone who's maybe kind, reliable, accountable, maybe someone who goes out of their way to help others? Just what exactly is it? Well, I would say it's a person who's all of that, okay? And the recipient of this award actually is a little bit of all of that. Whether in the classroom or on rotations, or even when interacting with faculty and classmates, this student has always proven to be a man of honor and dignity. He knows when to step up and when to stay low. He understands that things won't always go your way, but has a positive attitude and dedication and knows that that's how you succeed in life. His classmates know that they can always depend on him for wise words of wisdom or for a place to stay and a good meal to eat. I don't think that there's anyone around that knows this student and does not respect him for who he is and the character that he exhibits. You just could not get a student who is more professional than he is. It gives me much pleasure to award the 2021 Professionalism Award to Mr. Michael Poole. Now I'm done, and next we have Dr. Marandina.
Good afternoon. My name is Diana Marandino. I'm the Assistant Dean of Academic and Student Affairs, and I'm here to present to all family and friends that did not get to attend our dinner back in April, our Alpha Eta inductees. The Alpha Eta Honor Society was created in 1975 to recognize the scholarship and leadership qualities in the allied health students nationally. They used the Greek alphabet for allied health. In 2018, the society was recognized as the official honor society for the Association of Schools Advancing Health Professions. Currently, there are 93 chapters and more than 35,000 members. Each program may select no more than 20% of the graduating class. There are required qualifications for those that are inducted. This includes an overall scholarship GPA average of 3.8 or better while enrolled in the program, individuals who have shown capacity for leadership and achievement in their chosen allied health field, and they were recommended and approved by the Dean of the School of Allied Health Profession. Again, this year's recipients were inducted and received their cords at a very nice dinner held at the Remington Suites Hotel on April the 13th. As I call your name, please come to the front for your recognition in a group photo. Bailey Elizabeth Anders, Mary Catherine Bergeron, Naomi Hill Peters, Haley Mackenzie Hoffer, Sarah Ann Jolly, Grace Elizabeth Munger, Anna Catherine Ortego, Erin Elizabeth Piku. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call Miss Rebecca Clausen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm presenting the award for the Pi Alpha National Honor Society. It was created in 2004 by the Physician Assistant Education Association, which you all know as PAEA. The motto of Pi Alpha is scholarship, service, leadership. Students must have at least a 3.5 GPA to be considered for entrance into Pi Alpha. In addition, they should show excellence in either research, publishing, community and professional service, or leadership activities. No more than 15% of any class can be selected. Admission into Pi Alpha is a high honor. Membership is not only a matter of self-esteem or an item for a resume. It represents a lifelong commitment to learning for the benefit of others and membership in a community of scholars. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your welcome letter, pin, and honor cord, which you will wear for the graduation ceremony. Terry Alexander. Bailey Anders. Madison Bolgiano. April Bell. Brianne Oslin. And Tyler White. Got it. Okay. I also have the distinguished honor of presenting our Alumni of the Year Award. I had something all written up, but in typical fashion, Haley came through and she sent a letter to you all. To the PA class of 2021, first off, congratulations. I know how hard all of you have worked and sacrificed to get to this point, and I know your family and friends in those seats behind you couldn't be more proud. I can honestly tell you that things are only going to go up from here. Being a PA has been so fulfilling and has brought me such joy. I wish I could be with you, all of you in person today, but I'm currently going through astronaut training. Now that's Haley there, the spunky little redhead. We'll get to more of that later. I'm so honored to be the LSUHS Shreveport, PA Alumna of the Year. 5 years ago, just 5 years ago, I was sitting where you are and feeling so much excitement and relief. I had just accepted a job that I was thrilled about, but it wasn't my dream job. I had applied to my dream job but was not even granted an interview. While initially devastated at that news, I was then filled with determination to get experience and be the best PA I could become. I learned so much at my first job and grew in ways I didn't know possible. I learned from listening to patients, to families, from the experienced PAs I worked with and admired so much, and I even learned from those difficult consultants on call. I'm sure none of you guys encountered those people in your last year. But about a year and a half ago, I finally got my dream job as a PA at St. Jude's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, the hospital that saved my life when I had bone cancer at age 10. I've known since I was 10 years old that I wanted to work at St. Jude when I grew up. But I can't say how much my first job meant to me and how much it formed me into the PA I am today. So fast forward, I am now training to go to space as a St. Jude ambassador on the Inspiration 4 mission next month. They launch September 15th. We will spend 3 days in space, orbiting the Earth, participating in various research projects, and raising money for St. Jude. I'll also serve as the medical officer on this mission. As the first PA in space, I'm so proud to show the world what PAs are capable of. Through my experience in life, I've learned to say yes to opportunities that could change your life or force you to grow, even if those opportunities might seem scary at first. Because no matter what, going into the world as a new PA can be scary. You will be forced to grow, and quickly. I am confident that all of you are well prepared for whatever comes your way, because through LSU Health Shreveport, you learned how to work hard, and you also learned how to learn. Wishing all of you the absolute best, and enjoy your wild ride ahead. Haley. I'm going to welcome to the stage our clinical coordinator, Dr. Lindsay Farrington.
Let me change this over real quick. We gave this award the other day where the students could see it, but see if it's going to come up. It's always a scary moment not knowing if it's going to come up or not. All right. So I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about the award. I didn't do a big speech that day, but PA education could not happen without dedicated preceptors who are willing to take students month after month, year after year, with no compensation because we work for the state of Louisiana. We have some truly great preceptors, tons of them that enjoy teaching and want to help us provide quality health care to citizens of our state. It's always difficult just to select one preceptor from so many great ones, so we look at the evaluations the students do of their preceptors and their sites. And so this year, we selected these two guys. This is Dr. Mark Shelton and Tony Acosta, who's a PA, and they work in rural health care in Winfield. They take our students, they provide them with somewhere to stay, they feed them in their home. You know, Dr. Shelton has them in their homes. They take them axe throwing and horseback riding and fishing and, but then teach them a whole lot about medicine too. So I just wanted to share that with everybody here. We do appreciate them, and I have given this class the plea that I need preceptors, so get out there, get a job, and then call me. My cell phone number never changes. And whenever Ms. Fort was talking about how adaptable the students were, she didn't even mention the 4 or was it 5 hurricanes and an ice storm. So it's been quite the year, and I'm really, really proud of y'all. So I wish everybody the very best in life. And that's the preceptors of the year. And now Miss Valerie Lurie is going to come give the last award of the day. Well, no, there's one more after that. Sorry. Second to last.
While they're doing that, I'm just going to share a little piece of advice from Haley Arsenault as well. I know everyone can't do this, but for 2 years after graduation, she lived extremely frugal, and she paid off all of her student loans. So keep that in mind. Used to, when we would have white coat ceremony, a faculty member would sit next to me, writing her speech out on a napkin or on the program, and it would give me heart palpitations watching her do that. But I just did that myself because I didn't know I was going to get the honor of giving this award till I got here. It's a good thing. It was easy to write so many wonderful things about this person. Each year we recognize one new alumni from each of our programs that has shown dedication not only to their class, but played an instrumental part in keeping their classmates connected to the university as a whole. This year's awardee has come to me numerous times over the last 27 months to ask important questions on behalf of their class, make requests to help ease burdens they might be enduring, and to ask advice on rallying their classmates to get involved. This award has nothing to do with academics, but even if it did, this graduate would still shine. It is with great pleasure that along with the Academic and Alumni Affairs Committee, we recognize the class president, Bailey Anders, as the 2021 Physician Assistant Alumni Ambassador.
While I'm up here, I'm going to present the next award. I have the honor of presenting the Faculty of the Year Award, and I'm probably going to give it away in the first little bit, but she was great. So, this faculty member has gone above and beyond for her class from the time we stepped foot on campus. Not only was she a great educator during didactic, while also pursuing her own doctorate degree, she is also one of the major reasons that we all stand here today, graduating on time as PAs. Here's a glimpse into why she is our Faculty Member of the Year. She had and these are quotes from people who nominate her, to mention that. She had a tremendous load on her plate with the clinical rotation schedule being ever-changing because of COVID. She showed amazing composure and organization throughout the whole year with quick and concise communication to any questions students had throughout the year. She always kept her students in her best interest and wanted to provide us the best opportunity to be successful. Juggling clinicals for 2 classes during COVID speaks for itself. She does her job well while still caring so much about her students. She has gone above and beyond to make sure we had the best clinical year despite all of the hurdles thrown our way. She did it all with a great attitude and was always adaptable when we wanted to change a rotation last minute. She is amazing at what she does, and she deserves this recognition. So as you all can see, she has received high praise from our class and is extremely deserving of this award. It is my honor to present Dr. Lindsay Farrington with the Faculty of the Year Award.
All right, you guys, we are so lucky to have such amazing people affiliated with our program. Before we get started, there's actually a little surprise from 2 folks who are no longer here with the program, but they're always going to be part of the family. And so, let's start with this one. Please work, please work, please work.
Hi, everyone. So very sadly, I cannot be there in person to celebrate with you all. But I couldn't let this special day go by without sending you a little message. So first off, I wanted to say congratulations. I want everyone to know that I really enjoyed the time I spent teaching all of you. You will never be forgotten. Now, having chosen this career path, each one of you will make a difference. The white coat really represents the ability to make that difference. So remember to wear your white coat with dignity and with pride, and may it always remind you of the special place you have in the lives of your patients and their families. True success and greatness is about the difference you make in people's lives. So go out there, do a lot of great things, and most of all, make us proud.
Well, hi, all you lovely people. I cannot believe you're graduating. I think it's wonderful. I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. To complete PA school is a feat. in and of itself. And to do that in the midst of a global pandemic, my goodness, there's just not quite words to describe how hard that must have been. And y'all did it. Every single one of you did it. And I'm so proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of yourself, just to have this kind of accomplishment already done. There's a few things that I hope that you left or are leaving PA school with. Tenacious grit, probably above anything else, and compassion, because I truly think that you're going to need all of those as you move into this next season of caring for your patients. You're going to need tenacious grit. You're going to need compassion when your patients don't want to do what you ask them to do, when you are tired and at the brink of giving up, that compassion still stirs you on to continue caring for the people that have trusted you with their care. And I also just want to remind you that you're still learning, and that just to go back to those first days of PA school when you were just a student, and that never changes. I hope that little pit of nervousness that you feel stays with you a little bit, because it's that pit of nervousness that's going to keep you striving just to learn and to grow as providers, because that's really what makes you a wonderful provider for years to come. So I just wanted to tell you that I love y'all, I miss y'all, and I'm so very proud of what y'all have done. So you be proud of yourself and go on and do great things as now my colleagues.
All right, let me turn this off. So a lot of people have talked. Who's ready to put white coats on some people? All right. So just some very brief instructions. If you are putting coats on a student, when you see their row stand up, please follow them to that door, okay? And then you're going to come on stage together with your student. If you are the family member, friend, loved one who's putting the coat on someone, you're going to be carrying their long white coat for them, and you're going to be the one putting it on them. So they're going to go row by row. Students, please follow Dr. Farrington. Again, one row at a time. I'm going to call names. You ready? And I guess that just comes behind us. Well, here, you know, why don't we do this? Yeah. Okay, now they. All right. So they're going to be right here. Yes, and yeah. Yeah. And you guys don't forget to pause. You guys don't forget to pause for pictures in the middle of the stage as you're getting, so, you know. You may take your mask down with your loved one for a picture, because in theory you're probably with them a lot, not right now, but when you come on stage with them, you may take your mask down. All right, let's get started. Terry Alexander. Bailey Anders. Shyla Babineau. Sorry, you might not. Shyla Babineau. April Bell. Mary Bergeron. Madison Bolgiano. Paul Butts. Oh, wait, new row, sorry. All right, now Paul Butts. Jordan Cage. Nadine Chason. Melanie Paul Francis. Alexis Garland. Grayson Gorman. Ashley Neeson Gunther. Angelina Hennigan. Ashlyn Hines. Haley Hoffer. All right, Anna Hughes. Anthony Nguyen. Sarah Jolly. Amanda Cruz. Kathleen Menard. Grace Monger. Abigail Neal. Ryan O'Banion. Glenn O'Neill. Anna Ortego. All right, Brianne Osman. Naomi Peters.
Coates.
Y'all, I hate to do this. Can I remind everybody to pull their masks up, please, in the audience, or put them on? Thank you. Sorry. Micah, pull. Shireen Richard. Kaylee Roberson. Randy Seneca. Lauren Traina. Tyler White. And Bailey Woodward. Congratulations again, you guys. Now we're going to welcome our faculty member of the year back up here to lead everybody in the white coats, the reading of the Hippocratic Oath. I'm not going to come back up here. I'm going to say that when you guys are done, we have snacks and water outside. Please join us for some refreshments. Graduates, we also have just a little tiny present for you on one of the tables, so each of you can pick up one of those on your way out. So proud of you all.
All right, so we're going to read the Hippocratic Oath. I would like for the class to stand, and I'm going to read it, but you're going to read it with me like we're saying the pledge all at the same time. And then I'm going to step away and we'll just sit. Okay. Y'all ready? Let's go. I do solemnly swear that which I hold most sacred, that I will fulfill according to my ability and judgment this oath and covenant. I will consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will live and practice my profession with conscience and dignity. I will maintain the honor and trust expected of me by physicians. I will hold those that taught me as equal as my parents. My colleagues will be as my brothers and sisters. I will continue with diligence to keep abreast of advances in medicine. I will treat all who seek my care without consideration of race, religion, nationality, or social status. Into whatever house I go, it will be for the benefit of the sick or in hopes of preventing or delaying disease. I will remember that there is an art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will accept responsibility only for those matters for which I am competent. I will recognize my weaknesses and strengths and strive to develop those qualities that will earn the respect of my patients, my colleagues, my family, and myself. I will maintain the utmost respect for every human life. I will seek the counsel of skilled physicians when indicated for the benefit of my patients. I will neither prescribe nor administer a lethal dose of medicine to any patient, even if I'm asked, or counsel any such thing, or perform any act or omission with direct intent deliberately to end a human life. Whatever in connection with my professional practice I see or hear in the lives of men and women, which is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep inviolably silent. If I fulfill this oath and do not violate it, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and art, being honored in my profession. If I transgress it and swear falsely, may the opposite be my lot. And congratulations, class of 2021.